Hi, my name's Melissa Radey, and I'm a staff scientist at Science North in Sudbury, Ontario. And we are here today to celebrate my moving day. Got lots of boxes and things, but that's not really true. We're here to celebrate the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. Now, I studied a science called physics. It's a study of matter and how it interacts in the universe. I want to try an experiment together today, which is a little bit more like chemistry, which is a different study of matter. I'm really lucky because at Science North, I get to teach and learn about a lot of different kinds of sciences. Okay, so the things that we will need to do this experiment are some chocolate, I got some chocolate chips, and some gum. Now, I picked this experiment for us to try together today because we don't often get to eat our science in the Science Center. We're actually going to perform a chemical reaction inside our mouths. At Science North, there can be chemicals, it can be unsafe to eat in a lab, but since we are home today, it's the perfect opportunity. Something scientists do, no matter what kind of science they're doing, is make observations. So let's take like a really good look at this gum and chocolate. It's important to capture our initial conditions. So the gum is like green. Mine's green. It smells minty. It's kind of like hard, powdery a little. The chocolate is like chocolate. It smells sweet. Smells like chocolate. Smells good. So in order to transform our gum from like this initial condition to what we see as usually like a wad, you usually have to chew it. So I'm working on some right now. I just want to show that you can't mash it up with a fork or really any other way than inside your mouth. You need to get the saliva to get it going. So it changes it a little bit. Let's see if I can. Let me bring it a little closer. Let's check this out. All right, so there's the gum. That's one part of the experiment. Now we need to add the chocolate like at the same time. So I got my gum now. I got my chocolate. What I want to do is kind of mix them together. I'm going to do that. I'm going to mix them together. Mash them all up. This is a weird part. It doesn't taste bad. I like mint and chocolate together. But the texture is weird. I'm gonna another piece of chocolate. You want a big enough size piece of chocolate, like kind of like a Hershey's Kiss size would be appropriate. Okay, you don't want to swallow it. If you want to like let it mix all up, and then you got to look at it again. Ooh, it's weird and wonderful and gross. It looks like how I would expect, like gum mixed with chocolate, but what it really is different is how it feels in your mouth. So the more I chew this gum, the more it kind of changes. It's almost like it's like dissolving in my mouth with the chocolate. Now, how come it doesn't do that regularly? Well, because our saliva is something that we call water-based. And gum is something that we call oil-based. So oil and water actually don't mix. You can't dissolve oil in water. Like you can dissolve salt in water, sugar in water. So that's something we learn in chemistry, that like dissolves like. So oil-based things like chocolate and gum will can dissolve each other. Whereas our saliva water can't really do that. So my gum is kind of weird now. I don't really like it that much. Something else you can think about, if you have ever got like gum stuck in your hair, one of the things we say to do is use peanut butter or oil to rub it out, and that's because it's dissolving. So I hope that you try out this experiment. I hope that you stay curious. That's another thing scientists are always doing. If something weird and interesting happens, try to think about the reasons why, and stay safe.